So we all know that the nicer the house, the fatter the price tag, right? But if you're getting ready to sell your house, do you really need to come in and do a full remodel before hitting the market? No. You guessed it. The answer is absolutely not. Today I want to talk about what you should do to get your home ready for the market and what you should not waste your time with. So I'm going to approach these in different price tags because I think that makes sense. So the first one, the one that we all love, is $0. Free, zip, nada. We love that. If you could do only one thing to your home and nothing else before getting ready to sell, declutter. Declutter everything. Go through every room and get rid of as much visual clutter as you possibly can. Clutter is something that occurs naturally when you live in a home for a while. There is just that one corner. For me, I make sure that that corner is off camera, but there's always that one corner that just every day things just go there, and that's just where they go. But when we're selling our house, we want to visually declutter everything that we possibly can. The second step is also in our $0 category, and you're not gonna like me for saying it, deep clean. Yeah. So I'm talking the things that you don't clean on a regular basis. Sometimes they get forgotten or it's on your monthly checklist that just, it's been a couple months. We all have one. So what you want to do is go through and clean everything. Scrub the showers, get in all the grout. You want to clean around the kitchen counter. If you've got a tile backsplash, make sure that that's looking squeaky clean. Clean all of your doors, all of your walls, all of your kitchen cabinets. Clean everything. And then maybe have a friend come over, probably the cleanest friend that you know, and say, hey, do you notice any grime here? And then clean that. Those are the first two things that cost absolutely nothing but speak volumes when listing your home for sale. Everybody has a different level of clean in their home, and if you actually live in your home, there are going to be things that you don't always notice, but somebody else might. So I would say in our first category, clean can be a free one, but if this is something you absolutely despise doing, I think it's absolutely worth the couple $100s to have professional cleaners come through. That way they're getting that's their profession, man. They know what they're doing. They're gonna come through and get all those little spots, all those little edges that maybe you or I would forget, and your home is gonna show that much better when you put it on the market. All right, we're moving up in price just a little bit. We're gonna hit that $500 to $5,000 price bracket right now. So the next step that I wanna talk about, step number 3, is going to be paint. 90% of the homes that we put on the market require new paint. If you are a real live human being who actually lives and does activities in their home other than sleeping, chances are you're gonna wanna repaint before you go on the market. You can choose to DIY your paint job, or you could hire a contractor to come through and just paint the entire house. A couple things I wanna mention before I go any further. Number 1, if you are changing anything in the house before going on market, we're gonna touch on this a little bit later, but you have to stick to neutral colors. If I was gonna put our home on the market tomorrow, this color would have to go. Stick to neutral colors. I'm talking gray, white, or beige. And keep them light and keep them soft. The second thing that I have to mention is if you are going to DIY, you have to DIY right. If you're going to do it yourself, you have to do it right. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge proponent of DIY. I DIY everything that I possibly can, but you have to do it right. I have asked sellers in the past to come in and paint a house, and in order to save money, which I 100% respect, they decided to do it themselves. But they didn't lay down any tape, and you could tell. They didn't lay down any floor protection, and you could tell. It was so bad to the point that I literally had to come in before we went on the market and scrape the paint off the floor because it looked atrocious. So it'll likely be around $500 or so if you decide to do it yourself. That accounts for maybe a 5-gallon bucket of paint and some painting supplies that you'll need as well. If you do decide to hire a contractor to do that work for you, I've seen those bids come in anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 depending on the size of your home, if you're repainting doors and trims and ceilings and all that kind of thing. So that can vary. If you need help with contractors, let me know. I'll refer you to a couple good people in the area. Our fourth step in getting your home ready is look at the floors. Are your carpets old and worn? Do you have pet stains? Do you have kid stains? Do you have human stains? Or are your hardwoods really scratched up? If they are, it might be time to consider, at the very minimum, a deep clean for the carpets. You can go and rent a carpet cleaner and do it yourself. We want to make sure that those stains are coming up and that the carpets aren't holding onto any kind of smells. Also, if you have hardwood floors and they're getting really scratched up, it might be time to refinish them or just replace them depending on what kind of floors you have. A good option that we've been seeing a lot right now is the luxury vinyl plank. They come in various different sizes, colors, textures, the whole 9 yards, and different price ranges. I've seen from 87 cents a square foot all the way up to $5+ a square foot. So you can do that very economically, but you do want to keep a very similar color scheme throughout the house. So if you went with more of a beige color on the walls, you want to make sure that you have warm tones in your floor. What you don't want to do is have a very cool colored floor, like just grays and stony colors, and then warm walls, because they'll feel like they're conflicting. Step number 5 here is go find your honey-do list wherever you have it hidden, whether it's the back reaches of your brain or somewhere in a junk drawer. You want to make sure that we go through those and just assess, is this something that we need to fix before we go on the market, or is it actually okay? A lot of us have maybe half-done projects in our home, or a leaky faucet that we just have been putting off. Those are the kinds of things that we want to make sure are taken care of before we go on the market, so that it doesn't raise any unnecessary red flags to a buyer that comes through. You also want to make sure that you've got your gutters cleaned and take any moss off the roof as well, even if that's just sweeping off some of it with a broom and then laying down some moss out so it just slowly dies and starts to come off itself. If you are looking for a complete list, like, just reach out. I have a complete list of things that we can take a look at before going on the market, and the purpose for that is we just don't want to raise any red flags to a buyer that are unnecessary, right? Another thing that we've been seeing a lot more now is sellers actually doing a pre-inspection on their home, and there are pros and cons to this. The pros being, you know what's going to come up on inspection because you've already done one, but on the con side of that, once you get an inspection report, that is now material fact, and you are required by law to disclose that. So most of the time what we see there is a seller will do a pre-inspection and then go through and do the repairs that pop up on those inspections. That way they can share the inspection report with the buyer, which they're legally obligated to do. But they can also share, we've gone through and repaired all of these items, so the buyer knows exactly what they're getting into. So now we've entered into the $10,000 plus category, okay? And I want to end here on a word of caution regarding kitchen and bath remodels. It's a common misconception that if I completely remodel my kitchen and my bathroom, my home is going to sell for just millions of dollars more. And I actually understand where this is coming from, because homes with updated kitchen and baths do tend to sell for more, but when you actually look at the return on investment, it's not what you think it is. Kitchen and bath remodels are some of the most expensive and time-consuming remodels that you can do. And usually, once you start ripping out walls and demoing cabinets, you're gonna find some hidden damage or repairs that need to be addressed before you can move forward in the project. So whatever base bid you got, a lot of the times it'll actually come out costing more than that, because it takes the contractors additional time and they're gonna need more resources in order to complete the repairs to today's code. So if you're looking to remodel a kitchen or a bathroom, I would implore you to stick to builder grade materials. So don't go all out on this luxury high-end flooring or these luxury custom built cabinets or luxury high-end appliances unless you have a luxury style home. But a lot of the times in the mid-level market, builder grade is really all you need. And I have seen in the past where homeowners decide to, they get smooth talked by the contractor and are sold on all these beautiful high-end finishes, and it just doesn't match the rest of the house. So now they've paid significantly more than they needed to update their home. That's not money that they're gonna see back at the end of the day. So if you are gonna update any areas in your home, remember these 3 things. Keep it neutral, keep it builder grade, and keep it appealing to the masses. The more people that are attracted to your home, the better it is for you as the seller. So there you go. I hope that helped answer some of the questions you might have had about what you should and should not do when getting your home ready for the market. If you have any questions, please know I'm always here for you. You can drop those in the comments or shoot me a message, whatever works best for you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see y'all soon. Take care.